Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So as we can see, today's daily is to cast 30 green or white spells, and we're just going to be focusing on the white aspect of that. So naturally, we're going to do some mono white life gain. Where are you? Yeah. I thought about the soldier's deck, but I like this one better. So that's what we're going to do. Nothing about the deck is different. We have 4 copies of Leyline of Hope. Preferably, you'd start with at least one of these in your opening hand. Yeah, Leyline of Hope and a copy of Authority of the Consuls. Having one each of those in your opening hand is fantastic. It's really the best way to kind of start this deck, because now you're slowing down your opponent and gaining life, gaining 2 life instead of just 1. And yeah. So yeah, not much really to say. Let's go ahead and just jump into some matches. Where is it? Cursor was right on it. Alright. So yeah, let's just jump into some matches. Maybe get some wins. Maybe not. We'll see. Oh, see, look at that. Perfect. The only thing better is if we were going before our opponent. That would make this perfect. Yeah, if I were going first, that'd make it even better. Oh, but we're playing against green? That actually works really well. Okay. So, friend, you have a choice to... Okay. So you have a choice to make. We'll hold on to that just in case they actually get rid of the one we have. I probably could have gone Leonin Vanguard instead, but... Yeah, because that means next turn it would have been able to activate its ability. Okay, so that's what they're playing? Gotcha. Yeah, I still get the boost there. That is unfortunate, but it's fine. I should have done Ajani first. Yeah, no need to attack just yet. That's fine. I can play my other one. You really should have done that. Yeah, you really should have done that before, but it is what it is. They do still have 5. Yeah, they have 5 mana they can play with. 2 more cards. Okay. They're gonna buff it, that's fine. See, you have to block here. If you don't, you lose. Yeah, that's fine. Not bad, not bad. Not the card you should have done that on. Since, you know, that one can't attack. So we're at 38, that's 11, 14, 18. Okay, they chose not to do anything. That works for me. What do I want to get rid of here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go for you, because you're giving all their elves a boost. Part of me is kind of hoping I can get Pridemate up to 21 in terms of power, because there is an achievement for that. I'd love to be able to do that. I mean, yeah, you can make that thing really big if you do. What would that be? 6? 6, 11 actually. They went with 8. Okay. Oh, come on. I was really hoping for another creature there. That takes me to 19. Okay. Again, why? That's fine. Yeah, they can make that thing big enough now to where Ajani's not, they'll be able to kill Ajani. They didn't, they chose not to. Interesting. Yeah, you really should have. Yeah, at this point we're kind of just going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, that does give everything a bit more power, which is a little annoying, but this is kind of wild at this point. See, the problem is if they attack with the Wildborn Preserver. Oh yeah, I don't have a way to give anything trample, which is really not great. Yep, they still don't have enough. I could attack with Essence Channeler there. I could have. The only problem with doing that is they would have just easily blocked it. Yes, I would have put 6 more counters over on Ajani's Pridemate, or I could have moved those over to something else, but ultimately I'm really just not drawing enough creatures. And I keep this thing, thanks. Put its counters on target creature, so it has to be a specific creature. Okay. Yeah. Let's just put it onto Ajani's Pridemate. If I could get away just to kill their Wildborn Preserver, I don't think they'll have a chance. Kind of sorry. I really do apologize. This is taking a while, you know. Yeah, I was gonna say that should probably do it. Finally got something I could use. Yeah, we got 2 count. We got 2 there. Nice. We'll look at those in a second. That win did take us to level 60 in the battle pass, the mastery pass. So we got the exquisite sleeve. That's kind of the last thing I really wanted. So I'll take that. But just to show what those achievements were, we got both of them are in green. They are, yeah, count the counters, put 25 or more counters on permanents you control in a single game. Got that nice and easy. And attack with a creature with 21 or greater power. Very nice. I'm only missing 2 more to actually finish off the color mastery green. Missing, yep, 2 or more lands into play in a single turn 100 times over any number of games. That just takes time, and that actually just takes using the right deck. And then fighting and biting, again, this just takes having the right cards. Mainly like hard-hitting questions, a really good one. Or any green, well, most of the green removal cards kind of work with this. So just takes some time, but now that I'm down to just these 2, I got kind of the 2 harder ones out of the way. I might, like, kind of in between episodes, try to focus on these 2. I might have to look into a way to putting 2 or more lands into play in a single turn. I might have to look into that, like how best to do that. But we'll be able to get the Vivian Foundation's avatar for completing that, which is pretty cool. I do like that. But yeah, that's awesome. The only other ones were relatively close. So we're close with white. We have 6 and 5 in red. Blue, you can tell I don't play blue very often. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Was not expecting to be able to get both of those done today. So I'm very happy with that. And that, my friends, is actually where I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I know just one match, but that match took, you know, almost like 13 minutes to go through. But, you know, play it patient. We finally got the card we needed. It makes me wonder if my opponent was searching for a Crater Hoof Behemoth, because if they had ever drawn that in that match, they would have won. They would have won, most likely. But they never got it. Either they did not have it in that deck, or they didn't get it. Which, hey, lucky me. But yeah, that Shelter by Ghost. What else did I have in this deck that we could have used? Pretty sure a Case of the Getaway Express, another one of those, but that I didn't have over 20 creatures on the field to be able to get rid of their big guy. We did have 4 copies of Get Lost that we just never pulled. But I'm happy with that Shelter by Ghost, so that was awesome. Anyway, like I said, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.